Hi, everyone. Welcome to the freshman reading program. My name is Dr. Julie Bjorkman, and I'm an assistant professor in the Goodwin College of Business. I'm excited and humbled to participate this year. This is my first time. I have been teaching at Benedictine full-time since 2017. First, I led our doctorate program in higher ed and org change. Then I transitioned into undergrad and grad courses in org behavior and org development. My background is in change communications. I'm a graduate of Benedictine. I got my PhD in org development here 2007. It's been a while. I spent almost 30 years in corporate America working for mostly large Fortune 100 companies. GE, Sara Lee, HSBC. I worked for Allstate Insurance. And all those roles, I was working in internal communications, specifically around change or transitions. I also worked in human resources for a little bit, everything from performance and talent management to leadership development. I bring all of that into the classroom. My philosophy around teaching is very practically based. I like to give you a little theory and wrap the very practical application around it and what it looks like in the real world. And that's kind of how I felt about choosing my reading for this program for you. It is called 3 Ways Leaders Can Help Employees Feel Less Lonely. At the time I was asked to participate, our Surgeon General came out and talked about a new endemic of sorts around loneliness. And I thought about my 79-year-old widowed dad who lives alone, and I call him every day. But loneliness and how we adjust to feeling connected or not connected is very much associated with the value that we're talking about with this session of summer reading around hospitality and how it's loosely defined and connecting the dots around that. Because transitioning to college from high school, maybe you're living on campus for the first time, maybe you're commuting and you're still trying to figure out what that routine looks like, can really impact how you're feeling mentally, emotionally, socially. So remember, college is about getting out of it what you put into it. The world is run by the people who show up. So I challenge you to show up, get involved, make new friends, out of the normal circles you run with, whether it's different cultures, majors, interests. Challenge yourself to expand your network, because honestly, in college is the ideal time to explore things you wouldn't normally think about. So when you're reading this article, which is kind of business oriented, and it talks about how to make employees feel less lonely, especially coming out of COVID, a lot of companies are still grappling with their own culture. Do we mandate that you have to come into the office? Do we identify new ways to work remotely or hybrid? I can't tell you how many students I've talked to who are graduating who want to find a remote job. That was never an option when I was graduating from high school. I also lead our Arthur J. Schmidt Future Leaders Scholarship Program. So if you become a sophomore or junior and you decide you want to learn more about leadership development, I would encourage you to apply for that scholarship. You would get me in class once a week, and it's a lot of self-assessments and a service project around leadership. But again, as new students, when you transition from high school routine and you're living on campus or you're joining new clubs and student groups, how can you help your community and yourself feel less lonely as you embark on this life transition? Again, even though the article describes the workplace and how we rebuild culture after the pandemic, there are parallels to the college experience. It's just so fun now to have everyone back on campus and see all your beautiful smiling faces. So I hope you enjoy this article. I hope you can provide some reflective thoughts and insights around how it aligns with your experience and what you might challenge yourself to do this academic year, socially and emotionally, to get involved and make new friends. So have a great year, and I look forward to hearing your thoughts. Thanks.